Scott here, and welcome to the next of my build videos on the Absima AB3.4 4-wheel drive buggy. Last time we left off after finishing putting the shock mounts onto the front and rear diffs, and we're going to carry on now for a bit. I don't know how long, we'll see how we get on, because it's not been as easy as I was hoping. And the next step is supposedly to make up these turnbuckles. However, as you can see, they're already made up for me. Apart from, we've got to add 2 ball joints, which are these beauties here. And then I guess what I'm going to do is just check the distances that they've got down here. So we've got 18mm on the servo linkage, 17mm on 4 of the suspension arms, and 17.5mm on the other 2 arms, which I suspect are going to be the steering. But we will find out when we get to them. So I'll get these bags opened and we'll crack on with measuring these up and etc, etc. Right, I've got them all out of the bags, and I've separated these 2 to make up these 2 suspension arms here. And although it tells me I've got to put 2 of these in, it's not telling me which end, so I'm going to go by looking at the diagram here. Because the ball joint's over this side, oops, nearly lost it. I'm going to line this slot up. If you can see here, there's a slot cut in the nut, and I'm going to put the ball joint in this side, like so, and hopefully it should just be a case of squeezing it in like so. And I'm going to do exactly the same side with the slot. Oh, I think I might be turn it round. And there we go, and that's that bit done. And then it's just telling me to have a 17.5mm gap for these, so we'll get my trusty thing out, and obviously it's not, it's only 14mm, so I don't know. Right, these are now 17.5, these are 17, and that is 18 as per the book. And what I've discovered is that if we look at this, the end with the notch cut out is the normal thread, and the one on the other side is the counter thread, clockwise, counterclockwise thread, whatever it's called, I can't bleeding remember now. And to adjust it, I basically got my pliers, held on to it, turned the one as if it was screwing in, the counterclockwise one, and turned the other one the normal way for undoing. And it was about 6 or 7 turns, or half turns, you know, just 1, 2 per side to get them at the right measurements. So we can now swiftly move on, he hopes. Right, the next step, excuse me, is the steering unit, and we're going to need this part here, which is 1230192, and then this, which according to this is the main servo saver. It's already made up to this point, You won't be able to see, I don't think, but there's a spring in there, and this aluminium cap is holding that in. And then I've no idea what this bar does at the minute, but I'm sure I'll find out. We've then got the joining part of these two servo saver bits, and then the two steering arms, and we've got two, what size are they, 3x12mm countersink screws. And another error, as far as I'm concerned, in the manual is it's got down here that these two screws to join this up to these two is part number 1230190. However, that number is the part number for this plastic piece here. So what I've done is I'm using two 3x8mm self-tapping screws. Hopefully those are the right ones, I don't know. I may run out of screws before we get to the end because of this. So I'll just get cracking, I think. Basically this, by the looks of this, and again it could all change from what I've seen so far. Screws on to that hole there, like that. If we look at this that way, then this goes through here. There we go. And we get one of the countersink screws. And try and wangle it through. Which isn't easy by the looks of this now. I think I need 3 hands. Come on. Let's try poking something through. There we go. Don't tell me I've got to screw through. Yeah, looks like I've got to screw it through. And there we go. And then I'll just tighten this one up and get on and do the other side. The next step, we're going to make up one of the front wheel axles, and we've got quite a lot of parts here. I forgot one. We need 2 ball joints, and as you can see, I've already made one up because again, you might not be able to see because I can't. The diagrams aren't that good, and it's like they're not very good photos. So I'm guessing at quite a lot of this, but we'll crack on. I've got my bearings instead of the brass bushings, so that's a bit I do know about. So we pop the inner bearing on. We can then pop the wheel axle through the carrier and push the bearing home, and it is quite a good tight fit. The outer bearing can go on like so, and again that's quite a good tight fit. In fact, weirdly, let's of it on the workbench. There we go, so both bearings are in. We can pop that through, and as I've already tried this, hopefully this will be the same. We can pop the bar through and get the 12mm hex adapter. Whoops! And it's quite a tight fit again. There we go. And hopefully that will stay on and keep that in. We've then come to the ball joints, and for this one, strangely, we've got a 3M nylock nut. So get me nut spinners. And I do have to say, it's only just, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, it only just about catches the nylock on that. So I'm half expecting them to come undone and for me to lose those nuts, but we will see. And then the other one, oops, screws hopefully into this middle hole here, but again from the photo I'm not too sure, but hey, I think the middle one will do for starting with. I just hope I've got it in the right way around. There we go. And then it's a case of trying to work out, I think from this it goes like that. It says. And then we've got these spacers, one for the top, and we've got 10mm I think screw for the top, and a 12mm for the bottom for some strange reason. There we go. And we'll just screw those in. And as I finish screwing that in, I think I'll leave it there for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers, bye!